So with that, I have the pleasure and privilege of introducing to you a great friend of American workers and a great friend of mine, not to mention a great colleague in President Biden's cabinet. Please welcome your acting United States Secretary of Labor, Julie Su.
Thank you all so much. Thank you to Secretary Buttigieg for all you do, for your partnership on this and so much else. UA Local 190, good afternoon. How are you? It is great to be with all of you. You've already heard this today, but since day one, the Biden-Harris administration has promised to be the most pro-worker, pro-union administration this country has ever seen. And for us, that is not just a slogan, it's a promise. And it's a promise that we are keeping every single day. So what does that look like? Nearly 16 million jobs created since the president came into office. That's more jobs created under any president in the same amount of time in history. Yep. And as everybody in this room knows, we don't just care about the number of jobs, we care about the kinds of jobs. We care about the quality of those jobs. We want jobs to be jobs that provide a good wage, where every worker knows they're going to come home healthy and safe at the end of the day, where you have benefits so you can take a day off if you need to, and you can retire with dignity, right? That's what a good job does. And where you can work with a good union contract. So as I've traveled the country this past summer in a Good Job Summer Tour from Phoenix to Fort Lauderdale, from Las Vegas to Milwaukee to Birmingham, and right here in Detroit, we know that we have to stay committed to creating those kinds of good jobs in every single community. And as has already been said too, these jobs don't happen by accident. They're happening because the Biden-Harris administration's historic Investing in America agenda is putting more money into communities than ever before. And as we repair our nation's roads and bridges, as we modernize airports, as we make sure that every family turns on the faucet, gets clean drinking water, and every community has access to high-speed, reliable internet, all of those things are also creating good jobs in every single community. And in President Biden and Vice President Harris's America, those are going to be good union jobs, and we got to keep on doing this work to make sure that that keeps happening. This work is being done by unionized plumbers and pipe fitters, unionized electricians, unionized laborers, it's auto workers, it's hospitality workers, right? It is using American steel made by unionized American workers and using raw materials being mined by unionized American workers. That's right. And this is happening because we've had project labor agreements. In fact, more project labor agreements on federal highway construction projects than in the last 10 years combined. That's why when I travel to union training halls like this one, apprenticeship programs are bursting at the seams, and communities that have been left out before are seeing themselves in the good jobs that are being created. It's also happening because our investments in electric buses are also prioritizing workers, which is why I've been to Fort Valley, Georgia, and Anniston, Alabama, where workers in the South are unionized for the first time, winning record wage increases, winning paid days off, and winning real job security. And it's happening because President Biden and Vice President Harris believe that communities that have been left behind because factories shuttered in the last administration should be able to come home and get a good job right in their communities. Because you all know, like I know, that every single person should be able to get a good job that moves a family from poverty to prosperity, that moves communities from racial exclusion to real inclusion, and that allows women to show that when given a shot, there is nothing we can't do. So, my friends, President Biden says all the time that American workers are the best workers in the world. And he knows that when we invest in America, we invest in America's workers. So let's keep building the country that we know we can be. The action that he's taking today is another step in building the most pro-worker, pro-union country this country has ever been. And let's keep doing that together. Thank you all so much.